Hello and welcome to another episode of Dr. Airsoft Practical Testing Goggles and Masks. On this episode we're going to talk about the Brass Guard series of masks. They actually have a new one out that we weren't able to get a hold of, but they do have 3 different models that we're going to show you. On this installment we're actually going to enlist the help of some friends. We have Law Enforcement Larry, and we also have a couple of models, Heather and Stephanie, who will also be helping us to look at the masks. Brass Guard has 3 masks that are currently out. One is called the Praetorian. We'll get to that a little bit later. It looks a lot like a fencing mask. It covers the entire face and it has a mesh over the face with some Cardura type of material surrounding the face and going around the back of the head to hook onto a couple of straps. They also have one called the Bat. The Bat is much like masks we've seen before, specifically the bitter end lower face mask. Again, it's a metal mesh that goes across the face, but the Bat is different in that it comes around and covers the ears, and in addition to the strap behind the head, it has a strap that goes over the top of the head, so it stays on much better. The third mask that they have is called the Stalker. The Stalker is very similar to the bitter end lower face mask. In fact, I can't really say that I see a significant difference between them as far as their function when you use them on the field. All 3 masks come in different colors. You can get them in different colors when you order them. You can get them on eBay from a gentleman in Israel who gets them from Russia, which is where they're made. Their prices range somewhere from around about $30 to almost $100, and then you have to pay shipping on top of that, so they are kind of an expensive mask. In testing, you can see that all 3 of these masks did a really good job of taking hits without letting an entire BB pass through. In fact, the only reason something can get through these masks is because they fragment. Now, I personally do not approve of having something that can fragment come into your eyes while you're playing. My friend Larry has something to say about this.
Well, so now I'm wearing a set of eye protection, ANSI rated eye protection under it, and I would probably consider actually doing that. If I was going to use this mask, I would definitely want some form of eye protection underneath. I don't think this would fog up too badly. The mask itself is not terribly uncomfortable. In fact, I'm kind of impressed by how sturdy it is around the jawline, and the screen doesn't interfere with my eye protection that's going on underneath. There, I'll take this off so that you can see precisely what it is I'm wearing. These are just some ANSI goggles that I picked up at a local hardware store. They're pretty thick and they're designed to keep chunks of staples and nails from hitting us in the eyes. But I would consider, if I'm going to use this mask, I'm definitely going to wear something like this underneath. I wouldn't use this without any subsidiary eye protection, judging by the number of pellets that were coming through little frags. So,
I disagree with Larry about going ahead and wearing this mask with additional eyewear underneath. To me, that's just belt plus suspenders. Do one or the other. Don't wear a mesh mask and then have to wear eye protection underneath it. Wear eye protection, and if you're going to use a mesh mask, use it on the lower face where, as Larry had said, it's not as important that fragments may get in. You may have to pick them out of your teeth, but at least you're not going to have a serious injury like an eye injury could be.
We'd like to thank AWA USA for use of the modified KM16 battle rifle, which fires at over 450 feet per second when firing .20 gram BBs. We'd also like to thank Mad Bull Airsoft for the use of their chronograph.
Thank you for joining us for this Dr. Airsoft video. I told you at the beginning of the video that there was another mask that Brass Guard was making. It is called the Assassin. It looks like the Praetorian, except that it is open around the eyes, and it's intended to be used with goggles. In fact, on their website they show ESS goggles being used over the Assassin. That goggle goes for about $50, and you'll be seeing it soon. It should show up on eBay if you do searches for the Brass Guard goggles. Also, if you want to look at them at their website, it's brassguardequip.com. Again, we do thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel on YouTube. It's Auburn Medical Group. Also, please become a fan on Facebook of Dr. Airsoft. And the website is airsoftmedicine.com. Till next time, this is Dr. Airsoft saying, play safely.